This is why I think the E46 M3 is one of the best buys for under $30,000 on the entire market. Now, did I say it was the best buy? Maybe not, but it is probably top 3 in my opinion. You get a lot of car for the money. Is it going to be the fastest thing in the world? No. Is it going to be the most reliable thing in the world? They can get pretty good, but it's going to be expensive to maintain. But why is this car one of the best cars under $30,000? Well, look at it. That's one of the big things, honestly. Driving experience, unmatched. I've driven a lot of Corvettes and such of this era, and I prefer driving this. Yes, those are faster, and also I think the interior on this is much nicer and a much better place to spend time than like a C6 Corvette. What makes this vehicle so special? Well, first thing, at least for me, let's just be honest, there's a lot of nostalgia with this car. Need for Speed when I was a kid, I was seeing this thing, I was racing this thing, I was seeing it everywhere in magazines and everything. This is an awesome car, and I honestly think this defines BMW in a certain era. This is what I think an M3 should be, although is it the best M3? No, I actually think the E92 is. But I still think this is what the ethos is of what an M3 should be. Another one of my favorite things about the M3 is it is a very usable car. I actually was able to fit a full bicycle, no, not a motorcycle, a bicycle, take the front wheel off and put it in the back of the car with the seats down. This thing's super practical. You can go grocery shopping, you can fit your family back there. The rear seats are actually usable. It's not like a Porsche 911 where that's just there for insurance reasons. It's not actually a 2+2. This is actually, you can fit 2 people in the back pretty comfortably. Wouldn't say a long period of time, but it's not that bad versus a lot of its competitors. And these cars are practical in every use that you can think of, except for miles per gallon. Miles per gallon this car does pretty terrible, actually. Now let's address another thing. There are a lot of BMW horror stories, especially reliability related. These cars, like any other car, just maintain the car. Do services, do the annual checkups, and do the intervals. And these cars are normally fine. Yes, they have some known issues. But once you have fixed those, it's not a permanent fix, but they really aren't that bad on reliability. Yes, it's still an old car, you're still gonna have fuses, you're still gonna have wires and stuff, things like that. Every car eventually is gonna have those issues as well. It's still a car. Is it that unreliable? No, I've had one major issue, it probably the last 40,000 miles, and it was an SMG pump, and I only wanted to change that anyways, so kind of was a good thing, but is it unreliable? I wouldn't say so. Does it have its issues? Of course, every car does. Are you gonna have a lot of fun? Is it very dateable? Absolutely. Now, there are a few downsides of this car that are honestly a little hard to defend. One of them is the sound. The car can sound very good, but once you start removing the cats and then you start removing resonators and such, the car doesn't sound as good. My car personally has cats, and I just have a Borla catback, and I think it sounds really good. Is it that loud? No. Would I like some more volume? Yes. Is it worth getting the raspiness, the tone I don't like? I don't know. That is one definite negative with this car. Another one would be rod bearings. Yes, good old rod bearings. You do want to replace them on these cars. The other one is going to be the subframe, and up front you're also going to want to do the vanos. But those are the big 3 on these cars. The rod bearings you have to do every like 100,000 miles or so. On the LCIs, which this one is, apparently they addressed that. Apparently. Same thing with the subframe. So-called they addressed it. But with these cars, especially if you do some polyurethane bushings, you go through and do that. Maybe an upgraded front sway bar, which I did recently, made a world of difference on these cars. Some good coilovers, and these cars are just fantastic to drive. What are some other cars that would compete with this car for under $30,000 for some of the best vehicles you can buy? I'm talking about fun. I'm not going to talk about reliability, even though I will mention it. So I would say first things first, obviously it's the C6 Corvette. If you can get a Grand Sport, do it. You're not going to get a Z06 for that price unless it's absolutely beat. You don't even think about a Z01, it's not going to happen. But interiors aren't great on those cars. They're very fun cars. Good bang for your buck on that vehicle. Next one is a little questionable. Maserati Gran Turismo, like a 2008. These cars are cheap, they sound good, they look the business. Now the problem with one is the reliability is a huge question mark. Will you be able to maintain one on a budget? I have no idea. Is it worth a shot? Maybe. But could be very fun, but could be disastrous for your bank account. Cool thing with those though, also, never came manual. Some of them came with the SMG like this, and you can actually swap them to a manual. I saw one recently. Amazing. That must be an amazing experience. Another one, of course, the E92 M3. V8 manual, has its issues. A blast to drive. Also looks amazing. Still looks like a new car, if I'm being completely honest. that is a vehicle that's just hard to pass on. This is a great option, of course. E92 M3 is a great option. Corvette's a great option. The Maserati is a great option. You might want to have a little bit deeper pockets to be able to maintain that. But in this price range, those are going to be some of the things that stand out for getting the most car for the amount of money of under $30,000. So we've talked about maintenance with this car. Let's go over some maintenance costs. Over the course of owning this car for, let's say, what is it? Oh my gosh, it's been almost 7 years now. So over the course of about 7 years, I've probably spent, maintenance-wise, not that bad. It's really been mostly general maintenance and little things here and there. But I'd say over the course of about 7 years, if you include the recent service, which ended up being a manual conversion, and took the trans out, but I ended up having a shop do the rest of it. Anyways, if you include all of that, I would say it's probably been about, in 7 years, probably about $6,000 to $8,000, which honestly, the manual swap was 90% of that. It was about $4,500-ish. The rest of it was just general maintenance for the most part. It was oil changes. Oh, a light bulb went out. Oh, something in the interior popped off and it broke because it's an old plastic or something, and little things here and there. But realistically, owning a Camry or anything like that is going to have similar maintenance costs over the course of 7-8 years. Yeah, maybe not $8,000 or $7,000, but general maintenance, like I said, in general, if you take out the manual conversion, you're only looking at like $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000. That's probably about what you'll be spending on a Toyota Camry in that time frame as well. So has it been that bad? Honestly, no. Is every E46 M3 going to be like that? No. Choose a good one. Make sure you vet the owner. Make sure you can see some maintenance records. Try to check if the big 3 have been done. But it's really not that bad. Now I have some plans for this car currently. Like, first things first, this needs to get addressed. The Florida sun looks like it put this in a 9,000 degree oven and just started going ham on it. Need to definitely get that addressed. When I was shipping the car, the shippers decided to damage the vehicle. I should have taken pictures before. I didn't. I was not very smart about that, and then they ended up getting away with it. Gotta fix that as well. All the fun. Next thing would be this. So this little clippy thing here is broken. I need to get a new one. And then there's also this right here sticking out. This inner piece needs a little cage thing that goes on it so it can be level again, just like this one. That one really drives me crazy. And then sitting in the Florida sun, cook this. And then also, somehow, it's a magical how, it separated the carpet from the bottom, the floor mat. I have no idea how that happened, but I'm just gonna order new ones. Will I do anything crazy with this car? Probably not. I like driving it, I like enjoying it. There's gonna be little here and there things that I will make videos on, but I'm just gonna keep the car, I'm gonna enjoy it, and I'm gonna drive it. And honestly, if you are looking for a car under $30,000 that you want to enjoy, you want to have fun, you want to be able to use it quite frequently, unless it's in snow, I wouldn't recommend that. I would highly, highly recommend an E46 M3. Beautiful vehicles, very fun to drive, really not that bad to maintain. Don't listen to the horror stories unless you buy a junker, but I would highly recommend this or some of the other options I mentioned as well. What fun cars.